From Storm Tracker 6, this is Forecast First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Our day started out a little gloomy with some cloud cover around, but lots of sunshine this afternoon. Things are looking good for now, but an area of low pressure is going to spread some showers and storms in our direction over the next 24 hours. Temperatures currently not bad. 81 Lansing, same thing in Howell, Flint, 83, 85 this afternoon in Adrian. As we move into the overnight hours, the clouds will start to increase. Then for tomorrow, we're going to have a chance for a couple rounds of showers and thunderstorms on the way. We'll talk about those coming up. 6 News at 6 starts right now.
WLNS is here for you, celebrating 75 years of bringing you the news with 6 News at 6.
Another Democrat is running for Michigan's 7th congressional district, bringing the total now to 3. And it's our top story at 6. Thank you for joining us. I'm Siobhan Klepfer.
And I'm Jorma Duran. Michigan State professor Josh Cohen announced his candidacy for the United States House of Representatives today. He's looking to take on Republican Congressman Tom Barrett for the 7th congressional district seat, which includes much of mid-Michigan.
Our Rachel Ramsey spoke with him about why he's running and what his top priorities are. So what can you share with us, Rachel?
Well, Siobhan, Jorma, this is Josh Cowen's first time running for office. During his 12 years teaching at MSU, the professor says that a big priority for him has been improving public education. And Cowen says this issue will continue to be a focus for him throughout his campaign, saying he wants to fight attempts to defund schools. The East Lansing resident added that the recent signing of the federal budget bill has made him worried about families losing their health care and food benefits, and that he is looking to help make things more affordable.
We are at this point in time with these chaotic tariffs, with the high cost of living, with rollbacks to healthcare, with cuts to public schools in this community. Being an elected official means listening to people when they tell you that they don't want this stuff. And they are telling everybody. They're telling Democrats and they're telling Republicans they don't want these cuts, and politicians in Washington aren't listening.
Cowen will face off against former ambassador to Ukraine Bridget Brink and former Navy SEAL Matt Mosdom in the August Democratic primary in 2026. Back to you.
All right, Rachel, thank you. Well, those Democrats are not locally known as they try to run to defeat Republican Congressman Tom Barrett, while more familiar local Democrats are not. Our Capitol correspondent Tim Skubic explores what this could mean for the race.
At this early stage of the 2026 7th Congressional District race, Republican incumbent Tom Barrett already is targeted by the Democrats to be wiped out. Bridget Brink is not from here, neither is Matt Mosdom. Josh Cowen is an MSU professor, but basically the trio are outsiders of the Michigan political scene. 6 News pollster Bernie Porn cites national polling data from Greenberg and Associates suggesting that the president's agenda may actually help the Democrats in 2026 take control of the Congress, which may be part of the reason why the outsiders are coming in.
Based on their polling, that we are headed for an explosion or an earthquake in 2026 in terms of Dems potentially taking control. You've got a whole bunch of folks that it's a little bit like sharks smelling blood in the water.
So where are all the local sharks? Why aren't they in the water too?
The point being, if you're local wanting to run for the 7th, you don't really have to do anything right now to build name ID, while the outsiders do.
Correct. And when you look at the outsiders who are looking at the race, they're obviously going to have to spend a boatload of money in order to get their name ID increased to a point where they can be competitive.
So, while the other guys try to figure out how to beat him, Mr. Barrett recently raked in over $2 million on his own to make sure they don't. Your view in Lansing, Tim Skubic, 6 News.
Attorney General Dana Nessel has joined a multi-state coalition in filing an amicus brief to support schools across the country now facing the impending loss of federal mental health funding. The brief is in support of a lawsuit brought by a school district in New Mexico that's challenging the U.S. Department of Education's decision to terminate critical grants established under the bipartisan Safer Communities Act. The amicus brief, filed in the U.S. District Court for the District of New Mexico, highlights the need to preserve access to school-based mental health services, particularly in underserved and rural communities. In a statement, Nessel says the Trump administration had no right to enact the impending loss of these services, saying in part, quote, "Whether it's a school district in New Mexico or here in Michigan, every student deserves access to the mental health resources they need. I remain committed to fighting for these grants and standing up for the students who depend on them.
Tonight in our multi-part web series, Big Boys Club, we're exploring the legal allegations of gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and retaliation within the Michigan State Police.
Today, 6 News Investigates introduces you to former trooper Trevin Antcliffe.
Antcliffe was the training officer for former trooper Megan Morick. An internal investigation revealed Antcliffe had pressured Morick into a sexual relationship within, quote, 2 weeks of her assignment as his trainee.
Leaders in the Lakeview Post knew about allegations of Antcliffe's reputation as, quote, a womanizer, and he was accused of domestic violence by his then wife. In 2023, he was charged with domestic violence, and again on January 10th, 2024.
He resigned from the state's top law enforcement agency with his pension intact.
You could read the latest Big Boys Club report online right now at WLNS.com, and stay with 6 News here on air and online as we continue this investigation with a lot of reporting still to come. A new nonprofit called the Jackson Strength Network is now making waves, launching a new mission to support struggling families and individuals facing mental health challenges with a primary focus on saving the youth. Our Jackson reporter Sean Graney joins us now live in the studio. Sean, you sat down with the founder of the organization today. What did you learn?
Jorma, what began as a men's support group is now expanding into a full-scale community initiative, reaching returning veterans, children, and those rising out of poverty. The organization is built on 6 strong pillars of support, helping people get back on their feet with life skill training and programs led by mentors who have been in their shoes. Count says that they are especially focusing on supporting fathers and empowering the youth, 2 areas he says are key to building a stronger community. The nonprofit held their first outreach event on Father's Day, setting the tone for a mission about second chances and brighter futures.
Through a Father's Day celebration and appreciation day where we actually gave away 50 Father's Day gifts to local fathers, and we were actually able to raise that through local businesses like Hammond Hardware, Niblo Hardware, different businesses around here contributed, and we were able to give guys resources that were tailored specifically to dads.
Count says he is looking for more community partners to help with setting up basic systems to grow, and you can find the link to his website on the Scene on 6 section of our website.
From Storm Tracker 6, this is Weather First, sponsored by Auto Owners Insurance. Simple human sense.
Well, today turned out to be a beautiful afternoon across mid-Michigan. I wish I could say the same for tomorrow and Saturday, but some stormy weather appears to be on the way. Let's check out our Picks on 6 pick of the day from Rod near Muskegon with another beautiful Lake Michigan shot. Isn't that gorgeous? You can't beat our sunsets, and when you're watching those over the water, oh man, hard to beat that any time of the year or anywhere in the country. We'd love to see more weather picks, of course, and our website for you to upload that is just at WLNS.com/share. Now let's talk about storms. There are a few to our west today, and they have been severe as well. Those are going to weaken, though, as they move in our direction. However, as you go from today, into tomorrow, level 2 risk, Storm Prediction Center up that just a bit. Concerned with some gusty winds out there tomorrow afternoon. To me, though, Saturday almost looks like a better shot at severe storms, as a line will likely form somewhere in mid-Michigan and move off to the east. And again, damaging winds the primary threat, but it may be a little more organized on Saturday. Precision cast for tonight through the morning hours. Few showers and storms to our west. We'll have those probably through the area during the early or mid-morning hours, clearing out. And then how much sunshine, how much destabilization do we see? Because if we get enough heat out there, we'll start to see storms popping up, and any of those could produce some gusty winds. Tornado threat is certainly not, it's not zero, but that's not my concern for tomorrow. I think we're looking more at gusty winds with the stronger cells. Into Saturday, first round of showers comes through in the morning hours, and then another line starts to pop up in the early afternoon. So around 4, 5, 6 o'clock, that should move through mid-Michigan. And that, again, is our biggest shot for stronger storms. Temperature is pretty comfortable out there. 82 in Mason, Charlotte 81, St. John's 82, lower 80s really all across the area. And humidity's not all that bad today. Our McLaren Cam, fair skies, temperature 82. 82. The high today was up to 84. Our low temperatures were generally in the mid-60s today, so a little warmer than it has been lately. 65 the low in Grand Ledge, but 85 the high. And we had some patchy fog out there at times this morning as well. In Jackson, sunshine, 81 the high, 60 was the low, one of our cooler spots as always. Jackson, no report of a peak wind or precipitation today, and as far as precipitation, there really wasn't any. It shows up on some of our sensors though, and it's primarily because of some dew collecting in there from some of the moist overnight lows and that patchy fog out there. 83 the high in Hillsdale, current temperature at 82. For tonight, expect a low down to 65 degrees as clouds begin to increase tonight. Tomorrow, some morning showers, midday sunshine, then a few stronger storms possible in the afternoon as highs tomorrow climbing to the mid and the upper 80s, and humidity will increase just a bit tomorrow. The 6-day forecast, chance of storms again on Saturday. Sunday, stray shower, but it looks basically dry. 90 on Tuesday with some humidity, storms on Wednesday, and then absolutely perfect weather Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with lows in the lower 60s and upper 50s.
I like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
Me too. And lower 80s makes all the difference
Yeah, I mean,
too.
probably can cut the AC off, give that a break late next week.
Hey, I like that.
Save some
mine's
money.
smoking right now.
Going nonstop.
And it's not even, it's still every time I put it down, it'll take 3 hours to get there. It's
I
like,
know.
oh my goodness.
I know.
Yikes. Okay,
Thank
we
you,
appreciate it.
David.